We're here to talk about VAT because it's back up to 20%, which is obviously going to have a big impact on pubs like this one. You can get a sense of the size of the Railway pub in South Woodham Ferrers. Really good pronunciation there, Patrick. It is huge. It's got a huge beer garden outside as well. Loads of tables, massive capacity, but obviously a huge pressure for the owner to keep those tables full and to keep that money rolling in. So how is this VAT increase going to affect this business? Well, I spoke to Mike Graham, who is the owner and the landlord of the Railway pub, and this is what he told me.
It will affect me in many a way, but I think the biggest thing, obviously, naturally within business is profit margins, isn't it? I felt like with the current economic affairs within the country, it was providing a bit of a cushion, the VAT. The reduction in VAT was allowing us to not increase prices, even though suppliers have maybe increased prices, as it's all a knock-on effect at the end of the day. So, yeah, I mean, even if you look at things like the increase of national minimum wage, that will bring staffing bills up. And yes, like, it was foreclosed to come, and we did kind of expect it, but it doesn't make things any easier when it comes.
And what would you say to Rishi Sunak if he were to pull up a pew here and chat to you at your bar?
Yeah, I think like we always take a relaxed approach here, you know, as landlords and how we are. I'll probably start off by buying him a beer, then we'll have a chat. And like you say, I'd like to just say to him, look, we are the bottom end of the stick. You know, we take the stick, sorry, we're the bottom end of the chain. So when you're talking to customers, when we have to say to someone, right, that pint's gone up by 2% or whatever, which works out to say 20p or whatever it is, from the knock-on effect all the way from the top of that supply chain, we're the one that's going to take the flak from the customers, from people that put money in the pockets and people that spend their money within the economy, and that's a hard thing to do.
That's Mike Graham. He's the owner and the landlord of the Railway pub. He was speaking to me earlier. Well, today, industry body UK Hospitality has warned that this increase in VAT means that those savings are not going to be passed on to customers anymore, which is something Mike was touching upon. And they also warned that more tourism and hospitality businesses could actually go out of business now than they did in the pandemic, simply because that safety net has now gone, and it's just one of those many costs that have gone up recently. In response, the government says that it did a huge amount to support the tourism and the hospitality sector throughout the pandemic, and they always made it clear that this VAT decrease to 5% and then to the interim 12.5% was always temporary, and it was always going to go up to 20% on April the 1st.